I mean, they talk about migrants eating dogs and cats. I mean, that's something Saturday Night Live would do. Why would you even bother to do that?
He was childish. He was creepy. He was cringy. That thing about eating dogs, they eat dogs, he was obsessed with it. He wouldn't let it go. He put that bone in his mouth and he rattled it. And I thought that she withstood Hurricane Trump. She came across as competent, even confident after that first half hour, which I agree with you, Trump, that was definitely his best half hour. Then he just descended into chaos. He couldn't make a straight point. He kept returning to generalizations as thinking that through braggadocio alone that he could prevail. He was terrible tonight. And you can apologize for him all you want, but he did not seem presidential. He wouldn't even have made the debate team at a junior high.
As if it wasn't clear enough, Donald Trump's debate performance is seen as probably the worst in history, no matter who you ask. But if you think that would stop him from continuing down that same road, you haven't been paying any attention.
And illegal Haitians, and he came in, illegal Haitian migrants, taking over a beautiful place. It was so beautiful. Springfield, Ohio. I was there. I campaigned there a while ago. Springfield, it was so beautiful. Now it's just, what a place. Can you imagine you have this small little community, all of a sudden you have 20,000 illegals in your community. Nobody knows where they come from.
Again, those folks legally migrated here. But Trump and MAGA can't tell the difference because when they talk immigration, they've never meant anyone's legal status. They mean the status of their skin tone, which makes this bigot's plan to conduct mass deportations violently xenophobic.
Maybe Springfield, maybe Aurora, maybe both. We'll go there. I can say this, we will do large deportations from Springfield, Ohio. Large deportations. We're going to get these people out. We're bringing them back to Venezuela. You know, he told Biden he's not accepting anybody back. They moved all their criminals, not all of them, but the rest are moving in now. Colorado's one state. It's much worse in other states. But in Colorado, they've taken over. I mean, in Colorado, they're so brazen, they're taking over sections of the state. And, you know, getting them out will be a bloody story.
Who's ready to raise their hands and openly admit that they'd like to conduct mass deportations of United States citizens because of where they're from? Everyone already recognizes this party's commitment to their Nazi-like policies, so they may as well admit that they believe in this. These are the Americans MAGA hates so much.
Our first thought was, okay, thank you. We'll mobilize and show you, right? But the other thing is, what about the young people? I have a pet. I love my Bella. And so you sit there and you say, this is what my country, my American country, has become? That in a national debate, that's the nastiness that you're going to show? That was what it's embarrassing. Because we are maybe Haitians that were born in Haiti, but we chose to be Americans. When you choose to be an American, that means you're going to support and you stand for your country. And when you see that, I don't want that nonsense in Haiti. Why would I accept this here?
This is what white supremacy does in America. The hate and ignorance become the norm that they can only spread with so much dehumanizing rhetoric that they think no one will dispute their violent objectives. This is why some conservatives don't want our history taught in schools. It's the history that shows us how systemic murder and suppression of rights is condoned as long as the targets are seen as subhuman. We're watching it unfold right in front of our faces.
Today in the city, at the center of it all, a rash of bomb threats. Our Yamisha Sindor is there.
Good evening. That's right. Today here in Springfield, bomb threats led authorities to evacuate City Hall and a number of other buildings, including an elementary school. Officials say they are working with the FBI to investigate. It's not clear who made the threats or whether they were connected to the baseless claims about Haitian immigrants abusing pets. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre called the unfounded allegations, quote, very bizarre and very hateful smear. Meanwhile, some residents were so concerned with the tension that they kept their children home from school.
That's not the Taliban in Springfield, dead set on terrorizing the community there. They're domestic terrorists, forcing elementary-aged children to fear for their lives and cause their parents to interrupt their education. But why would Donald Trump care about that? He's downplayed and ignored the data that shows us years ago that homegrown domestic terror that's fueled by his movement is the #1 form of terrorism here. Why would he oppose what he's already promoted?
The mayor of Springfield, Ohio, Mayor Rob Rue. Your community has been thrust into really an international spotlight. And I wonder if you can first update me on this morning's bomb threats. Do you have any leads of who might have called them in?
As of right, we do not have any leads on exactly who has. We received them by an email. Everybody is safe. People were safely evacuated, and we've taken safety precautions to make sure everything is secure in Springfield after these threats. Just an extremely unfortunate morning in Springfield.
What did the email say?
The email did reference anger and frustration and hatred towards the immigrant population in our community, and among other things, you can imagine the distrust in the political leaders in our community. And then threatened that there were bombs in certain buildings, as you've highlighted on your show.
The mayor of the city has already dealt with a neo-Nazi blood tribe leader that showed up to a city meeting to spew some Trump-like hatred towards the Haitian community there. So again, when violent bigotry is promoted by the leader of the Republican Party, those complaints about a city struggling with its growth departs from solutions and drifts into bloody conflicts.
Well, there has been a lot of pressure in our community. I can't sit here and say that it's not been difficult to deal with a fast growing population. So over the 3 years, we've had, 20 to 25% increase in our population. You put that strain on any city, their infrastructure is going to feel the weight of it, going to feel the stress of it. People are going to be tired and frustrated. So I have to have understanding and empathy for that, and I absolutely do. But we need to get to a better place. We need help, not hate. We have a community that's seen an increase of over 8,000 jobs over the last decade. We have a community that comes together. We are vibrant. We work collaboratively to solve issues. We need the national stage to pay attention to what their words are doing to cities like ours. Legacy cities in Ohio, legacy cities in the Midwest that are working hard to be significant. And we are doing well at that. We don't need this pushback that is hurting our citizens and hurting our community. Is it a concern? Is it an infrastructure strain? It absolutely is. And that's why we've been asking for help. Governor Mike DeWine has been very helpful. He has also assisted us with funding to help our healthcare system, which was needed because we need translation services to assist the people that are in our community.
Now, this is what government leaders are supposed to do. Recognize a problem that comes with population growth and come up with solutions to fix it, rather than resorting to violence, which is something they appeared to be doing before Trump and J.D. Vance saw an opportunity to spread some hate. It's just another indication that since he's being outclassed and outsmarted and also outdone by a woman that he refused to respect, all that's left is fear. Watch him play off his cowardice as strength here.
I remember NBC and that stupid ABC that did this horrible debate. Those two people should be fired as an anchor. A couple of more years, they'll be fired. And she was nasty. She looked at me with hatred in her eyes. And him, he's a nice guy. I mean, they were told to do it by George Slobodopoulos, who's in the group. So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no 3rd debate.